So, what do you call it? Your orchards, your garden, your hatchery? You! Calm down. Neither of us wishes to harm this wonderful collection. After all, these are the children of the future, those who will survive the horrors of the morrow. Now I have a question. How do you separate these ones from the ones being thrown in the furnace? That's the part I have trouble with. I consider myself to be a pretty good judge of character. But when the moment comes to pick a member of the flock to take part in the ascendance, I am unable. How do you decide that one life is more valuable than another? That's why, in the end, I decided to pick randomly, leave things to chance. It's the only way to avoid playing God, the only way to hold on to your humility.
We are not the same, you and I. What are you doing here? How did you learn about this place?
Well, I poured myself a cup of tea and asked the gods directly.
What you call the gods are nothing but the fruits of your heresy, and I am the proof of it.
Yes, I know what you are. The last rebellious figment of their dwindling consciousness. Anyway, I haven't come to fight. This body is merely a puppet. You're free to dispose of it after it has delivered its message.
What message?
The bearer of destruction is coming for you.
The bearer of...
Yes, the one carrying the seed. That is what you were after the other day, weren't you? Or unless your goal was to kill me all along. 2 birds with 1 stone, maybe? Nevertheless, you now have a problem on your hands. The bearer will eventually learn to master his new powers.
And this will be a problem for you too.
Will it now? He's coming for you either way, and if he has not realized the merits of the Ascendants, I doubt he will be pleased with your little operation here.
I will find a way to kill you. I promise.
If you truly inherited Korra's memories, then you should know him already. His name is Darien.
Him?
Yes. So, shall we?
I won't back down! Take this! Darkness before dawn. Take this! By the will of the god. Take this! Out of the way! Darkness before dawn. These were scouts. Okay, we found some tracks and there's no time to waste. Let's get a Nekaru and find out where they came from.
No, Darian. If what you say is true, if they really were scouts, then we must stay here and help the city repel the next attack.
We're sitting ducks if we stay here. If the creature who commands these automatons thinks even remotely like Korra, it will gather its strength and come here in full force. We'll have no chance.
Are you even sure of that? I think you're underestimating Cherkalem.
We need to stand our ground. For the sake of these people.
Well, that's your thing, Celine. Stand strong and wait for them to attack, emerge triumphant, then take a bow to a round of applause. But this is a war, not a
Not a what?
popularity contest to win the hearts of the people of Harrian. This is not Jagholm. Korra told me what happened between you and the Sanctorium.
He did he? Trust me, whatever he told you, he only knows half the story. Besides, I would have told you everything. You just had to ask.
We can take a few steps back if you need some privacy.
I know you would have, Celine. Listen, things happened during the war. I simply tried to stay well out of all that. I don't have the stomach for it. Not anymore.
Is this about that thing you asked me about at home? The Ascendants?
Taking a step back now.
Listen, all that matters to me is saving Mom, Celine, and keeping you safe. I don't care about the other stuff.
Then stay here! Help us!
No, in this situation, I know what's best. What's best is to find out where those things came from and work out a plan from there.
I'm with Crazy Eyes. Anything beats staying in boring old tier kale.
Wait, why do you want to come with me?
Don't why me, bozo. With a little more teamwork, we could give Commander Poker up the butt a run for his money. If we cross that doppelgremlin out there, I may be your only chance of making it out alive.
I'm a scout, Fallon. Recon missions are my specialty. I know how to avoid difficult situations while you just look for the first occasion to pull out your gun.
You were a scout? Well, I'm a sky pirate, and my job entails shaking off grunts like you.
Why are we even arguing? You won't get paid any extra to go with me.
Let her go with you, Darian. You're restless. You need someone to keep you in check.
Me. In check. And by someone like her.
Isaurus and I are not cut out for recon operations.
While I am Ashbag. I might even teach you a thing or two about your...
Okay, whatever. Let's go.
Guys, stay safe, okay?
You too. The tracks lead right through here.
Yeah, right through the
Gates of Gideon, Fallon.
Yeah, I knew those were the gates of Philemon.
But I don't understand. Wasn't it closed before? It's like those crystals grew overnight.
Ha! Not so smart now, are we?
Let's go through that cave over there. It'll probably take us to the other side.
What if it doesn't?
Then at least we tried.
Is there a problem, Blockhead?
I don't know. You could try asking nicely.
Hey, Numbskull, what's your problem? Spit it out or I'll wring it out of you.
There's a war on, and you're just looking for ways to line your pockets.
Are you trying to guilt trip me, deserter? You really are a hypocrite.
I deserted to find a cure for the corrosion.
And what am I here for? Aren't I helping you guys?
You're only doing it For the money.
Wow. When you buy turnips from a farmer, do you give him the same spiel?
Not the same thing.
But it is! Oh, I swear I'm gonna punch you in the face!
Wait.
There's someone there.
Damn it. We walked right into a trap.
What?
No time for questions. Run!
So what's the plan, Chief?
That was my next question.
Huh. Was it now? Yeah, I haven't been with you too long, but it's long enough to understand who really calls the shots here.
Oh, so that's how you think we work? What would you do in my place then?
Go and see Tyrannus. She's the city's first counselor.
Then off we go to see Tyrannus.
Back again, Eusaurus? I thought we'd never see each other again.
You could say I'm here to repay my debt to our beloved city.
And here I was thinking that keeping your sarcasm to yourself was the best way to show your gratitude. All right, if you have something to say, let's skip straight to the point.
Someone's planning to attack Tircalum.
Who? The consort? They have their hands full right now. Between the war, the corrosion, and the refugees, they have more to worry about than a bunch of techno-dabbling heretics.
There's a third party involved. A new player on the chessboard.
We still know very little about it, but this entity, or whatever it is, seems to command several companies of automatons.
Automatons, you say? Not golems, right? Archelites?
Too archaic to be Archelite. It's too early to say, but they could be of Venati origin.
Vanities.
Hey, wait, what's Venatus?
An ancient caste of prehistoric Astrians. They learned how to shape crystals with magic, make them grow according to their will. They could shape large buildings and machinery out of them. But when the gods and their magic went dormant a millennium and a half ago, most of their knowledge was lost.
It's a period of Astrian history that the Sanctorium prefers not to discuss.
And you say these automatons are of Venati origin?
We can show them to you if you want.
It seems that you two were right. I'll convoke the council and order a lockdown.
So fast?
I'm the city's first councilor. Do you really think I'm blind to what's happening here? Until now, I suspected that someone was planning an assault on Tircalum. There have been many unidentified signals detected by our sonars. Scout reports. These automatons you've dismantled, not to mention what happened in Jagholm, means we've reached the tipping point. This is the proof I need to justify a lockdown.
So, you got this, right? Then I wish you all the best. Now, if you please, I'm going to kick back and enjoy the fireworks.
I have a suggestion. Our friend Asaurus here could be an invaluable asset. He knows both sides of the equation. Tyr Kalem's defense capabilities and the threat we're facing. I think it would be wise to make him our special advisor to help us organize our defenses.
No, you can't just take a barely sober bum and put him in a position of responsibility like that.
Watch me.
Although I agree with your assessment, Priestess, I would feel more reassured if someone I trust was supporting our friend in his endeavors.
What?
Can I trust Alpharius's most trusted pupil to do it?
Of course.
Then I will notify the militia. Eusaurus, you will provide support wherever it's needed and help the soldiers prepare for the attack.
What the hell just happened?
I thought about what you said earlier and thought it was only fair to don you with the leader's mantle for a change. You're in charge now.
Yeah, I don't know what you expect me to do, but I'm simply not up to the task. To any task, for that matter.
Again, you're the most knowledgeable person around on both of these matters.
Psh, the city would do just fine without my tampering.
Then it wouldn't hurt to just check around, would it?
Wouldn't hurt.
Then let's go, fearless leader.
I'd say don't fall behind, but you can walk faster than me.
Hey, Saurus. So, you sobered up and came to see how it's done? Sure is different from tinkering with some junkyard trash, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
What's this?
I'm not here to give you a tour, Secto lady. Ask your babysitter. I bet he has nothing better to do.
So...
It's a reactor generally used to propel Arcalite airships. These mechanics are rigging it up to use it like a giant flamethrower to repel the invaders.
So as you can see, we'll be getting this thing up and running in no time.
Have you considered...
No, Isaurus, you shut up. I don't know what got into Taranis when she appointed you as our special advisor, but I won't listen to any of your crap, so just let us do our job and everything will be fine.
Right. Yeah, forget it.
I think you're doing it wrong.
Excuse me?
Celine? Can I talk to you for just 5 seconds?
You need to tell him what's wrong.
They're professional mechanics. They know better than I do.
We've been on the road. I've seen you tinkering around with your own limbs and body.
What did you... In case you didn't know, the maintenance of my body parts is private.
And I've seen how complex they are too. Listen, I don't know much about machinery, but I'm sure you can come up with something.
Yeah, they won't listen to me anyway. I don't have any credibility in Tir Calum. Do you remember how I was when we first met? I've been like that with these folks for months before you came along. It's a miracle a fight didn't break out when we arrived.
At least tell me what's wrong with the reactor.
Nah, that cooling system is crap.
Your cooling system is crap.
Celine!
Miss, are you looking to start something?
Tell them what's wrong, Esaurus.
This kind of reactor is designed for cruising speed at high altitude in a cold atmosphere.
I don't understand what.
This kind of reactor is designed for cruising speed at high altitude in a cold atmosphere. If you don't amp up the cooling system, the energy storage will melt in a few seconds.
How would you know that?
Kids in the junkyard. They had a fad playing with reactors for a time. I picked up a few things watching them.
Damn it! He's right! What are we gonna do?
Special coolant. It won't solve the problem, but the reactor will last a bit longer. Long enough to do its job without blowing up, at least.
What special coolant is, Zorus?
The robots in the junkyard use a different kind of coolant than the ones you're using on machines.
Okay, nice solution. But if we gotta start over and fetch enough coolant, we won't have time to finish the job.
We'll do it.
Yes, we can do it.
Then we're counting on you guys.
I know where we can find some. My old house in the junkyard. Let's go. The day Tir Calum stood still.
Tyrannus sure wasn't kidding when she said she would order a lockdown.
She's not the kind to leave anything to chance.
So it seems. Come on, let us ask around if people need our help.
A prayer for your wayward soul. Darkness before dawn.
sit this one out? Just this. Here are the barrels. I knew these would come in handy someday.
Isaurus, what's wrong? Don't you want to help the people of Tirkalem?
Before you guys came along, I was pretty horrible to these people. Granted, they were horrible to me too. For a good while, I was an Isaurus to them. I was the corrosion survivor, and that apparently entitled them to do a lot of things to me for their research.
What kind of things?
Experiments. Needles, scanners, electrodes. Painful stuff.
Couldn't you say no?
Would they have stopped if I did? With the promise of a cure to the corrosion at the tips of their fingers? They didn't even bother to ask if I was okay with it. And in truth, I didn't bother to tell them that I wasn't. Besides, the lives of thousands of people depended on those experiments. I was in no position to say no. But I was in a position to resent them, to resent the world itself. When their research proved fruitless, they tossed me aside, just like my family when they learned I had the corrosion. So, I became horrible to these people, to everyone in Tirkalem. It was justified.
But you still want to help them now, don't you?
Somehow, yes. I've been living here, learned to walk on these two cold, hard protuberances I loathe to call legs, played a few stupid games with those impossibly noisy kids. As much as I want to hate this city, it's still the place where I came back to life. It's a pile of junk, all right, but I won't let this doppelganger or whatever mess with it.
And how does your red pendant fit into all this?
There's still a part of me stirring inside, telling me I have every right to make the world suffer just as much as I did. It's destructive. It's ugly. But it's there. But this pendant somehow helps me to quiet that voice down.
What is it?
A reminder of something I aspired to be a long time ago. I'm still fond of that memory. Okay, we got what we came for. Let's go back to the reactor.
Gotta admit, you got us out of a pinch here.
What comes as a surprise is that you're unquestionably accepting these barrels without even checking if I'm pulling some pranks or not.
No need. There's a good look on your face. The look of someone who finally decided to pull his head out of his butt.
Oh, shove it.
You can tell Tyrannus we're okay over here. Or, if you want to be a trooper, go help the other guys around the city. They're busy with their stuff, too.
No, thank you.
There's still one yeah in that answer.
Oh, please.
I loathe to use the Force this way. By the will of the gods.
And a round of applause to me for not messing up everything I touched today.
You should give yourself a break, you know. Since you've joined our group, Darian and I have done nothing but rely on you.
Oh, but I still have time to sink out a little enterprise. I'm pretty sure I'll slip up at some point. Just give it time.
Enough self-loathing and self-pity, Isaurus. We've had enough of that. You've had enough of that.
I know what you've been trying to do, and it won't work. You simply have no idea how low I've stooped over this. My past is not the kind of slate you can just wipe clean. You won't make me feel better by slapping me on the shoulder and telling me I've been a good boy. I've been exploiting the goodwill of so many people like you, even long before I caught the corrosion. I'm not by any stretch of the word a good person. And that horrible man has been fittingly punished with a matching body. So, save your fancy words. I'm way past any kind of self-respect.
I'm sorry you've become so afraid of being cast away, that you feel the need to denigrate yourself at every occasion. And I'm sorry that I'm not kind enough to hide the painful truth from you. But I trust you, so deal with it.
Hey, wait. Is my battery acting up? Oh, it's not a power surge. It's... Oh, please, no. Please, no.
Any reason why you're staying behind?
Sorry, I was daydreaming. We should report to Tyrannus.
They're coming!
I guess that's our cue.
You and Tyrannus were right. They really are coming for us. There's too many of them to count!
Chin up, Chief. Tyr Kalem's a tough nut to crack.
We're entrusting you with the reactor. Don't forget, you can only use it once. Make it count.
I know. You ready?
I'm always ready.
This will hurt, and not in a good way.
Ready, fire!
Let's give it a hit.
Got your back. A prayer for your wayward soul.
So far, so good.
Don't get cocky.
Yes, my general.
A prayer for your wayward soul. Darkness before dawn.
shaking? Do you feel too? I just knew something like that was coming.
They just love to pull those kinds of surprises on us.
Historias, the reactor's ready to go.
A prayer for your wayward soul. By the will of the gods.
Hey? We won? Is it over?
It seems like it.
No, it's not over. The junkyard, damn it! Why didn't I think about it earlier? There's a breach in the hull there. We have to hurry.
Let them go!
You. The gods' most cherished child.
How do you know that name?
How wouldn't I know your name? Your debacle is the reason I'm down here.
What? How? You... Still obsessed with your connection to them? So eagerly yearning to hear their voices. The many years you've spent crying out, calling for them has left you deaf to their call. In the end, it doesn't matter. You have betrayed the gods' faith the same way you have failed Harion.
Soon a rain of fire will fall on these lands. I want you to remember as you hear the agonizing cries of the people you have failed. This is all your fault.
I don't understand.
No, you don't understand. Looking for a cure for the corrosion? Saving the world? Becoming a saint? Overthrowing the elders?
The gods told me that the path would reveal itself to me.
Yes, and still you were blinded to the signs. You'd rather follow a path dictated by your insatiable pride!
This is impossible.
Why would I lie? I'm the last of the gods' servants.
Okay, now enough with the bombastic tirades.
And you, of all the people who opposed me, you are without doubt the most insignificant.
Bet you've never been beaten up by a tramp before. I'll try to be gentle. Oh, I'm in for it now, right? You know very well I'm not referring to your attire. You are no threat to me because you have no self-worth. Your body is not a suitable home anymore. The divine spark you swore to keep alive has died, Carnelian.
Carnelian?
You know nothing about me! You are painful to behold, a tear in the very fabric of magic. Killing you will be an act of mercy. Well, we'll see about that. No, the pain! The pain! My life is pain! Please. Look at me like that. Shut up. No, no. I'm the last of our millions. I will cut you. Hey. Out the way.
Why have the gods stopped talking to me? I will commend your soul to the gods. If you must nail that into God, I will commend your soul to the gods. Mother will thank me for this! You're wasting your time. Darkness before dawn.
The bearer of destruction is not here to help you.
Darkness before dawn.
Sleep? Okay, Buster. Gloves.
How?
Oh, yes. I'm sure.
We will meet again. Pitiful
Celine. Celine! Are you alright?
What? Huh? What happened?
It's okay. He ran away.
He ran away? How?
I pulled a dirty trick. Compelled it to leave while it was ahead.
How did you do it? No matter. We have to follow it.
Wait, what is our plan here? Just whistle for a Nekaru and throw ourselves to that creature again? Must I remind you of what just happened?
There is no part of what just happened that I have forgotten, Carnelian.
Okay. let's just stop for a moment here, Celine. I have no intention of making amends for who I am or to who or what I worship, and especially not because of some stupid immemorial religious feud neither of us had a part in. I believe there are more pressing matters at hand.
You're right. I know you mean well, but we'll have to talk about it at some point. And you will hide nothing from me.
Okay. And by the way, what was that bit about the gods most cherished?
Okay, found you. Priestess, your brother is...
Where's Darian? Did you leave him alone out there?
He covered for me while
you ran away! Is that it? We've got to go look for him, now. You'll tell me your story on the way.
Hey, let me remind you that I'm supposed to be here to provide transport and help you find that cure, not to...
Are you going to charge us extra for doing your duty, too? Is that the kind of person you are, Fallon? Then hurry up and name your price.
Damn it. What do you say to that? What do you think? Is she right, Isaurus? Or should I punch her in the mouth?
Don't ask me.
One thing is sure, I'm beginning to understand why she's in charge.
Where?
You're awake! You're awake!
Syl? Syl! Is that really you? Am I dead?
Typical Darian. Glass always half empty. You find me alive, and the first thing you think is that we must both be dead.
We're both alive. Is that true?
Hey, are you crying or something?
It's been so long since anything good happened to me.
Are you telling me I'm something good?
Yes, you certainly are.
Well, I don't know if we'll be alive for much longer. The Ascendants, huh?
It seems like no matter what we do or where we go, our destiny is to get slaughtered on the closest altar. Oh, by the way, I've got something for you.
What is it?
A present. I was supposed to give it to you during our date, but, you know, things happened.
Is this...
Yeah, Zandra told me you were collecting little wooden figures. I remembered your weird fetish for Anselm, so I started carving this during my breaks.
And you've kept it with you all this time?
Yeah, I don't know why. I guess I just didn't know what to do with it, really.
It looks so stupid.
Hey, I did my best.
I love it, Darian. I really love it.
A perfectly nice way to waste hope. I will commend yourself to the gods. By the will of the gods.
And now? What would this be?
The gates of Gideon, Usaurus. Everyone knows that.
A vestige of the long-forgotten past. People usually think that these are just natural landmarks. Crystals that somehow formed randomly into this gigantic structure. But of course, it has to have been done by design.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
I mean that our ancestors knew how to grow these crystals and how to form them into certain shapes.
Uh-huh.
You don't believe me? The proof is before your very eyes. This door has been open for eons, and now it's closed.
Someone knows how to control them. And by someone, I mean these guys.
So we wait here until one of them goes inside.
I have a better idea. This is gonna be interesting.
What are you going to do to me now?
Repurpose you, using nanomachines.
You... what?
Nano machines?
It's kinda like fairy dust, but for machines.
Fairy dust. Absolutely not! That is not fairy dust, it is much more complicated and... Wait. How does someone like you know how to use nanomachines? And how did you get a hold of those?
I'm world class. That's all you need to know.
Do you intend to put me into that body? Completely inefficient. Take that one. Over there.
This one?
Affirmative.
Nice choice.
What the hell?
Quite fitting, actually.
Hey, this thing just tried to kill us. Do you really think it's wise to give it that body?
Relax, buddy. It's all under control.
We need your help. My brother,
No need to explain. I distinctly recall all the past events. Your sibling needs my help, and I cannot refuse, since I must obey your orders.
Actually...
Let me access the unit's memory. Ugh, such an antiquated system. It's a miracle these things can even walk. Ah, here it is. I know how to open it.
wait a second. What should we call you?
Typical human reaction. Now you see me walking on two legs, you suddenly wonder what to call me.
And?
This body feels like a weapon of mass destruction. I think Thea sounds nice.
Thea, huh?
Affirmative. Threat level negligible. Attack it.
So, the bearer of destruction in the flesh.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know more about you than you think.
Stuff even you don't know yet, buddy. Like my name? Did you know it's Oberos? Sure beats the doppelganger. Now that's a mouthful. Oberos. Yeah, right. Do you? Oh, Darian, don't bother. I already know what's on your mind. Can I fight him? No, we both know you're outmatched. You don't even have your really, really big sword with you. And that wound on his chest? You noticed that, didn't you? You'll never get anywhere near it. Can I jump? Nah, I'll break your legs, pal. So, I guess it's all over for you. But, since I know how you're feeling right now, I'd say I'll be doing you a favor by killing you. Ooh, it's hard being in your skin. Where does all this self-loathing come from? Well, even with my face, you still sound like Cora. I guess humiliating others is a mutual passion. And now you're just poking about blindly, trying to see what makes me tick. Nice try. Nice try.
But you can't cheat your way out of this. Like you cheated your way out of the war, deserter. You're a coward. Saving your mother, protecting your sister, excuses. The Ascendants broke you. The death of your squad broke you. When you woke in the snow, your mind was already gone. You just walked. Away from it all. You didn't even realize you were deserting.
The hell you know!
Even I know it, Darian. That letter. I didn't send it because I needed help. I sent it so that you would desert. To protect you. Because I knew I could use Ilvana's decree to put you out of the consort's reach. At the risk of my own life.
Celine! What did you do to her?
It's over. Now, the seed of destruction will be mine.
Did old Farah teach you nothing?
Oh, Farah. What? Who are you?
You don't seem to remember. Curious. Maybe I misjudged your powers. I will make sure that this time, nothing stands in the way of your bloom. You'll thank me later.
What's happening here?
Is that Darian over there?
There's no time to lose. Let's go.
Disrupting the battle flow.
I will commend your souls to gods. I will commend your soul to the gods.
I survived the corrosion, so I might as well.
Darkness before dawn.
Out of the way!
Proceeding.
Darkness before dawn. Magic, come to our aid! Darkness before dawn.
Out of the way!
Darian? Darian! Do you hear me? Thea, get Darian on your back.
Mother!
A crystal taking root in a human body?
Is it dangerous?
No one can say at this point. It stopped growing after it fused with his nervous and circulatory systems.
Meaning we would have killed him if we had continued the extraction.
Yes, but that's not the worst. When you brought Darian to me, he was suffering from heavy blood loss.
Blood loss? But there's no wound. Did the crystal do this?
It's the crystal, all right. I've seen it do much worse to other people.
Darian, you shouldn't be up.
Now, sleeping? That's your thing, Celine.
You shouldn't even be moving until we find out what happened to you.
Don't worry, I figured it out already. It'll stay put as long as I don't poke at it.
How do you know that?
This crystal in my chest, it only awakens if someone asks something from it. This is what happened in Alfara, too. I remember it now. Which means I'm safe, as long as I don't ask it to pull any destructive shenanigans.
Yes, but...
And I'm pretty sure we'll eventually find a way to get it out of me. Right, Tyrannus?
I'm not sure we can.
Come on, that's your thing here in Tyre, Caleb. Making impossible things happen. You'll find a way, I'm sure.
Right.
Anyway, we have work to do. There are still a lot of people back there, and they need our help. Eusaurus and I have been talking, and he seems to have come up with a pretty good plan.
Yes, I know. I've come up with one of my own, too. So you've already met Thea, right?
Yes, it was quite surprising, actually.
Are you talking about her appearance?
No, she just started blurting out apologies for what happened in the Vanguard.
I know. She's learning, making steady progress.
Hey, remember, it's an Arcolite machine we're talking about. When did you decide it was a good idea to give it a body?
She told me you fell off your bed the first time you saw her and crawled along the ground trying to find one of Tyrannus' scalpels.
Oh, that blabbermouth.
That blabbermouth saved your life.
Along with Eusaurus and Fallon. I guess they're more loyal than I thought.
Yes, and they're waiting for us.
Go ahead. I'll gather my stuff and catch up with you.
Okay. We'll be waiting for you.
Look who finally showed up. Our miracle recovery.
The man who fell from the 25th story, and he's still here to tell the tale.
Hey, guys.
So, now that we're all together, it's time we spoke about our next move. Darian, tell us about what you saw in the tower.
There are a lot of people inside. Dozens. Oberos throws half of them into some kind of furnace at the top of the building. The rest go somewhere else. Syl couldn't tell me any more than that.
Who's Syl?
Syl's, an old squad mate from the consort army. She's one of the captives. I must save her. I will save her.
Okay. I'll take it from here. While imprisoned, our wobbly friend here noticed something interesting. His jailer, who goes by the frightening name Oberos, seems to have a weak point. Thanks to yours truly and his flamboyant performance in combat, Our double-faced friend has received a mortal chest wound. A wound that will be difficult to heal even with his extraordinary healing powers.
Blah, blah, blah. Get to the point.
Oberos has a weakness, and it's the corrosion.
The corrosion? How are we supposed to use the corrosion against him?
Well, you fine people will simply have to do it the same way I do.
And how is that?
Using tempered, corroded metal.
Corroded? You've been transporting and using corroded weapons?
Don't pass me off as a madman just yet. If you burn corroded tissue, the contaminated matter burns off and you're left with a completely inoffensive, scary-looking alloy. Once I've extracted the metal from the flesh, I'll forge each of you a 100% safe, corroded weapon. Or for you, Fallon, bullets.
Yuck.
How can we be sure they will be safe? How can we be sure we won't be spreading sickness by forging such things?
Corroded metal is safe. You just have to trust me on this. Like you did when you crossed the clockwork field. But we need to go to another corroded field. The one near the Scorched Halcyon has precisely the kind of corroded alloys I need.
Are you sure we'll be a match for Oberos with these corroded weapons?
That's our best bet.
No need to craft one for me. I won't use it anyway.
Then what will you do? Last I heard, Oberos was impervious to your attacks.
I guess I'll just have to take the gloves off then.
Are you kidding, or...?
But I need Alfarius for that. Besides, I need to ask him about Oberos. He knows too much about me, and that was even before he assumed my form. He also said he was the last of the gods.
Hey, he was pretty intense. I'm not sure you should take him too seriously.
Anyhow, we have to learn more about him, and Alfarius is the person who might be able to answer our questions.
So, here's what we do. Go to the clockwork field near the Scorched Halcyon, and then visit Alfarius. We have to do both things before we confront Oberos.
And Darian. I took the liberty of sending a letter to your old commander.
Did he answer?
No.
Hey, by the way, I've got a plan too. What if we take my airship and fly away to Avaris and leave this mess to someone else? Like Commander Korik, for example.
Korra's not the kind to go back on his word, for better or worse.
It's hard to admit, but I can't risk getting expelled from the Sanctorium.
And I have to rescue Syl.
I'll just tag along wherever these two dummies decide to go.
Well, I'm completely lost in a world I understand nothing about, and I have to follow your orders. So?
Anyway, The lives of dozens, if not hundreds of people is at stake. Whatever the doppelganger is doing, he must be stopped.
Then, let's get to it, everyone.
Hey, we save a lot of lives these days, don't we?
I guess we do.
Does that mean we've become some kind of heroes?
Can't you just shut up, Isaurus? You're making me nauseous.
Sorry, Fallon. Whether you like it or not, I've got you stuck playing the role of heroine.
I knew you were trouble.
Hell yeah.
Take this!
Darkness portal.
Take this! Take this! Take this!
Darkness portal. you